Let the fun begin. Trying to sort out the fireplace. Cast it last year, so it's had 1 year to dry the slab. And we're going to start getting tiles in. So spent a little time doing some mats, and this is what it looks like. Temporary, placed in with the uprights. We're going to put a metal trim around the outside here, so that allow later on in future the floor to go underneath here, and then an infill piece to be there, sort of kind of thing. Just ends up with a black front edge, but you know, not bad, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6.5 tiles to do that. One tile unfortunately had a chip on it, so I had to discard that. Could have done that really for that cut there, but I realised that later on. We did buy extra tiles just in case, so if he still has a receipt we can take them back, because that's 4 of them. Wasn't sure if to do. We were going to run the skirting board up to this point here. Don't know if to turn the skirting board just back into there on the side, because we have a little bit that we missed down there to plaster, or fill that in, that little lower section there. But originally we were going to put on here brick, but the guy who's installing the log burner has recommended, has really highly recommended not to put any in the back there. We are using the proper, the Vertascus grout and tile adhesive. That's going to go down to fix these tiles down, because that's what you'd use for it. And so literally all I've done was took measurements across, marked them with a pencil, and used the grinder outside to cut them. Reason did film it is it's just too far noisy with the grinder running, but it is literally just making cuts, you know, marking out, making cuts. Used my new big tape mate angle for it, so it works very well as a, you know, angle to go up against something and measure off to it. It's good when you have the tools for the job. So that's the trim that's going to go onto the front edge. So it's going to sit all the way along there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this and bend this now, because we're making it as a continuous going around, sitting that on there on the tiles. That's why I had to do all the pre-cuts here first to work everything out where it goes into it. So that's going to be the next job now. Taking some measurements. Wow, that was the most time-wrecking thing. Left over is that much, because when I've done it in mine I made a mistake, but here I got it perfect. So you can see there, it goes all the way back to the wall, comes around, has got a nice radius edge on the front here. I'm not going to knock the corner off the tile, I'm just going to literally have a bit of grout here and here going into it. I think that is going to look so much better. So now when I've done it in mine, I cut it off, and I wasn't ever really happy with that corner the way it went in. But you can see it's going to sit like that around the front, like this here, all the way up. So it gives a classic finish to it. Like I say, you can see that at the moment, a piece of 2B1 fits underneath, but I can't work out the height yet till I got the floor down and everything. So what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to glue the trim to the back of the tile. And then when I put that front edge in, I'm going to pack all this out at the back there. So it's really stuck to it, so that it's going to literally get stuck on like that, so it's in the right height, the right position, and everything's sort of flush with the top of the tile. I'm going to set it up if I need to put a couple of packers into it or whatever I do. It's just that what the homemade half looks like, and I think that looks really in keeping. I'm not going to go with the idea of standing tiles up, because I think this looks better just like that. Okay, so we're going to try on the tripod. Is it working? Yes, it's working. So what I've done is I put sealer onto the slab so the tiles can adhere. I'm going to start coming out from the back on these. Now this tile set that you get is ready mixed, so it's a ready mixed option like that. So I'm going to put that down. I'm going to prime all the tiles as well with it, so it really sticks in. It's actually quite nice, the stuff when it comes out of the tub. And actually you should put it down like that on the deck. Okay, good. Spread going in. I'm going to do is get it laid on first and then spread out. Because I need to ensure they're going good. See onto that. So what I'll do is I will start back buttering the tiles on there. Then I'm going to push that one up into the corner, put that in there, and get my tile spacer pushed underneath there. Make sure that's well buttered in there. Drop that one into place. Get all my spacers underneath. Nice thing is these pull all the tiles up really level. That's why I love using these. Sitting like that, grab that back tile. It's pretty cold today, so we're heating on the house. We are in December now. And then push that one into place. Get them all lined up with each other. Start this up. I need to put some adhesive on the front there. Get that into it. Thought for a second I had the tile the wrong way around. The way that's got a different colour seam to it, but it hasn't. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get these back ones here first, levelled up to each other. Up. Push that right through. Push that bit further into it. There we go. That pulls them up nicely like that. Gives you a bit of push on there. And then your grandson just coming behind you there. You're coming to have a good nosy, aren't you? Oh. It's going to be their house we're doing. put them the right way around. There's me wondering why that wouldn't fit. Sticks very well, this stuff. Sticks very, very well. So getting ready for a full tile into there. Tiling before I start pushing things down, gonna get spaces in.
They're nice and tiles, aren't they?
Yeah, they're very nice, these tiles, yeah. So spacer on the front, push that around a bit. When I get them on there, I jiggle them around. Black butter this again. This is not like ordinary adhesive, this is a lot stickier.
Oh, is that the stuff that you asked for before?
Yeah, this is the fireproof stuff, yeah. This is the fireproof adhesive, this. Especially for fireplaces. We have to wait for this to come in. Because they're manufacturing a new batch. Oh, got some on the wall, wash it off. 1, 2.
No. He's outside. Why are you outside? Don't go outside. No, I told you about
that. So one here, one there. Bring it up. One here, one there. Bring it up. I'm going to do by the back to lift them back up again, because they don't have. This one's not so bad. That one's pushing itself in place. But this one's doing the same. Seems to have a bit of a kick in the corner because there's no space underneath it. Yeah, this one to lift itself at the front there. So I'm going to put some more adhesive into the corner there. Do that. Let's get this a little.
Do you want a drink? I've got your doctor pack, right?
Oh yeah, I have that, please, thank you. That's well stuck there now. Plenty onto that one. Let's try again. Second take. That feels better. That feels better. Rub that off. Rub that off. Whew. Space, so there we are. Use that to lift that one up. Like some more to the back. Have a real thick bed on there. And you rub that back into it. Clean up as I'm going along. Because that does make it so much easier. I found it tidy because the cleaning hasn't got up. And that, there we go. So, take it away from the front edge. So, get that here across the front.
Fireplace.
Yeah, making a fireplace video. Whew, so you put the adhesive down, you have to put it on the back of the tiles as well. Looking good, isn't it? This is sticky like Nutella, you know.
Is it like that consistency?
Yeah, look through here. It's really sticky. But this goes up to 1000 degrees, you know. If your fire got that hot, I think your house would be taken off. What's on the front edge?
Why do you need to do 2 layers?
Why do you do 2 layers? Because if you don't put it on the back of the tile, yeah, what it wants to do is it doesn't stick to it. This sort of primes the tile, so now that's really stuck to the tile. And if you do it on the floor, the two of them, see they got lines on them. So, tiles washed. So rinse them off, and you can see there's a layer of water still on it. I'm going to give it a little chance. I'm going to dry it off then, because it's so cold at the moment, even though I used nice and warm water on it. I want to make sure I've got no stains on these, because they are individual tiles, these. No, they're not. They're 300 by 300. Works really well. But it looks quite nice there.
Okay.
The joy of removing tile spaces. So making sure that every gap with this fireproof grout is floated out. Not worried about the wall, because the wall is going to get into the coated paint, but you want to make sure that it's worked into every little crevice. You can see here, it's floated in. The front trim still has a cover onto it, so I'm not worried about that. Bring it back here, let it run into it, and then give it a couple of minutes, and then I'm going to polish it all off. So back in a second for polishing off. So, grouted. Just takes time now for the water to dry on the surface, and then I have to polish it over, so I'll probably come back for that because it's Sunday today. Gotta still do take my daughter to the airport, unfortunately. She's back to gym, but we'll see her soon again. But you can see here how lovely that looks all the way around. I think that grey is like a nice finish to it going into those tiles. Hope you like it.